Usually when I do an I Spoil video, people go, well, I still don't know what happened. Well, you know what? This time I'm going to make sure that you knew what happened. Congratulations. After 1,000,000 years, I have made it to the last hope. In outer space, Rock and Midnight come together to Half Moon's holiday party. I didn't know you guys knew each other, says Broken Shadow. We're married, responds Midnight. Back in the clans, Ivypool killed a man. Most of the Dark Forest warriors are mysteriously not around, so everyone gets sent home early from evil secondary education, and Ivypool killed a man. She follows Hawkfrost to the Ghosts-Only meeting of evil. Mapleshade wants to kill the baby kittens first, and Broken Star makes a drawing of it. Unfortunately, before Ivypool can see his cool drawing, Dovewing wakes her up. You're smelly, says Dovewing. Ivypool killed a man. Jayfeather wants to go to the moon pool, but he's banned after that whole Dawn Pelt thing. Just make a new account, says Briarlight, and use a VPN. Jayfeather walks into the woods to be angry somewhere that people won't instantly solve his problems. Unfortunately for him, Firestar is there. Just stop being upset, says Firestar. You're an adult, you should never be upset about anything. Jayfeather goes farther into the forest. Unfortunately for him, Yellowfang's ghost is there. Just find the fourth cat, says Yellowfang. That will solve this. Wait, hold on, says Jayfeather. Can't you, call Little Cloud and tell him I didn't murder his apprentice for me? Shut up, says Yellowfang, turning into mist to get away from Jayfeather. Unfortunately for him, Leafpool is there. Make a new account, says Leafpool, and use a VPN. Jayfeather makes a new account and uses a VPN, only to find out that nobody else went to the moon pool anyways. Brambleberry's ghost visits him because Crooked Star's Promise came out last summer. The whole clan structure is kind of awful, says Brambleberry. Isn't that just normal? Says Jayfeather. No, we're weird. We genuinely have no good reasons to do anything we do as independent groups. Look at this, we're all literally culturally the same, and we fight over nothing constantly, even though there's no scarcity of resources and our groups number 35 individuals on average. I disagree. Brambleberry's ghost shrivels up and dies. Boo! Shouts Broken Star. Jayfeather is terrified. Broken Star shows Jayfeather all the clan cats training in the Dark Forest. Then a whole bunch of evil cats rush him and start beating him up until he wakes up. He tells Mothwing that dead people are going to kill them. Ha ha ha, yeah, sure buddy. The next day, Lionblaze is busy being mean to Cinderheart for being born with a ghost trapped inside her. We could be friends with Cinderpelt just as well as Cinderheart, says Hollyleaf. This doesn't make Lionblaze feel better because he only cares about if or not he has a girlfriend. Then Jayfeather shows up and makes Hollyleaf go away so that they can talk about her behind her back. So there's another prophecy cat, and we need to find them, says Jayfeather. Ivypool. Hollyleaf. Okay, I give up actually, we're done looking forever. There being another cat that they didn't know about gives all three of them self-esteem issues for some reason, so Dovewing wanders around aimlessly for a while until running into Tigerheart. Hi, says Tigerheart. You accused Jayfeather of murder, responds Dovewing. I'm a good boy is why. Ivypool is the real good boy, actually. Oh, you think so. You think that, responds Tigerheart. What? We should date. We should kiss. Oh, maybe. Maybe we should. I don't know, says Dovewing, forgetting the entire prior conversation. Tigerheart says, meet me at the park at 3 a.m. if you love me, and shuffles away. The next day, Ivypool asks Dovewing why she's so darn sleepy. I hate sounds and noises, says Dovewing. I'm bad at sleeping, says Dovewing. Bumblestripe explained the Star Wars prequels to me for 4 hours, says Dovewing. There's a fourth prophecy cat, and it might be you, says Dovewing. Ivypool doesn't think she can be a fourth prophecy cat. Ivypool killed a man. Their terrible dad shows up and tells Ivypool that all the Dark Forest trainees are going to get together and find cool ways that dead people could infiltrate their camps and enter the weak points in their territories. You know, just in case the clans need their help. Jayfeather goes to Mothwing's house because medicine cats can do whatever they want. I thought that wasn't a thing anymore, says One Star, the only Wind Clan cat. I'm making it a thing again, says Jayfeather. All the River Clan warriors agree that this isn't a thing anymore, but they let him in anyways. He tells Mothwing that she needs to fix all his problems for him, and she makes him leave. Boo! Shouts Broken Star. Jayfeather is terrified. A whole bunch of dead people start beating him up until a Wind Clan patrol sees him. They call him mean names for definitely killing Flametail that one time until he reaches ThunderClan. Why is everyone so mean to me? Jayfeather, I'm pregnant again, says Brightheart as soon as he gets home. Why? Because you're bad? Because you're selfish and you only think about yourself? Responds Jayfeather. Cinderheart takes angry Lionblaze on a stroll. You can't date, says Cinderheart, because you're too good at not getting beat up. And I can't date because I was a secret nun this entire time. My life sucks, says Lionblaze, deciding to live outside now until somebody notices and feels sorry for him. He wakes up and immediately joins an ongoing border patrol. Why are you gross and wet? Says Graystripe. I live outside now. Oh, alright, kid. ShadowClan smells Dovewing on their land, so he jumps up and down a bunch and rolls around on the scent. Stop! Stop that! Says literally everyone. The ShadowClan cats attack Lionblaze, and he just stands there until Ratscar pushes him back across the border. I can get beat up if I want to, thinks Lionblaze. Cinderheart, here I come! He bursts into camp and tells her that they can be in love now that he's covered in blood. Ew, says Cinderheart. Firestar tells him that he can never lose again or he'll take away his allowance, and Jayfeather tells him that everything is pointless forever. Later, Bumblestripe is backseat tree climbing during a training session with Dovewing. Wow, look at how patient he's being with you, says Brambleclaw after literally seeing Bumblestripe tell her to shut up. Dovewing flies up the tree so that she never has to listen to them again, but unfortunately her ears are too good at hearing and she accidentally picks up an entire ShadowClan patrol on top of them. Blackstar goes to ThunderClan camp to make fun of Lionblaze a little and then leaves. The excitement of clan life. Tigerheart, however, doesn't leave. If you love me, meet me at the abandoned shack at 4 a.m., says Tigerheart. Bumblestripe appears and shouts, Man, ShadowClan cats are awful! Yeah, awfully handsome, haha. What? Let's go hunting. Dovewing meets Tigerheart at the abandoned shack at 4 a.m. and they play tag for 6 hours while a whole bunch of sirens go off and people are distantly shouting and screaming evil plans. Meanwhile, in the Dark Forest, Tigerstar has announced that it is time to walk around randomly. Everyone pick a direction and go. Okay, so while we take this tour, please tell me ThunderClan's top 10 greatest weaknesses right now, says Tigerstar. Birchfall is telling the Dark Forest trainees all the ways to beat him up when Spiderleg and Brambleclaw hear them. The dead people want to start a fight with them, even though they're still trying to claim that they're doing this to help the clans, and Ivypool is to stop them from charging into battle against Spiderleg for no reason with ThunderClan warriors in the party. Master manipulators, these cats, Genie says. Firestar makes cats start being awake at night from now on. This doesn't matter to Jayfeather, who takes a nap. Boo! Shouts Mapleshade, but Jayfeather isn't falling for this for a third time. He teleports into a dream with Lionblaze and Dovewing, and they all go down a dream tunnel to see Rock. I hate you, Rock, says Jayfeather. Who is this? Asks Dovewing. It's Rock. No, seriously, who is this? Asks Lionblaze. It's Rock, okay? He's a character in Warrior Cats. He's an old man who sent me 70 years in the past to make up Warrior Cats. You three are the worst, says Rock. Please feel sorry for being born. All of you are bad for remembering bad things that happened, and society would be better if we didn't teach history in schools. Because it means evil ghosts get more superpowers. Oh, this guy sucks, says Dovewing. I also hate you, Rock. Anyways, I just said all that for attention. The real reason you're here is for me to yell at you for not finding the fourth cat. Midnight shows up, and then Half Moon, and then a whole bunch of dead people. You're really not going to find the fourth cat on the night of my holiday party, aren't you, Jayfeather? I wait all this time and never get to have anything I want, guilt trips Half Moon. Then the dead people will drown them in blood. Wow, can't believe those cats have been waiting so long, says Dovewing. Yeah, says Lionblaze, turning towards the camera. They've been waiting since the dawn of the clans. Lionblaze tells Hollyleaf she might be the fourth cat. Hollyleaf doesn't think she can be the fourth cat. Hollyleaf killed a man. Hi, Dovewing, says Bumblestripe. Hi, Dovewing, says Bumblestripe. Hi, Dovewing, says Bumblestripe. Bumblestripe falls in a hole. Good, says Dovewing. Rosepetal yells at her for not dating Bumblestripe until she apologizes to him. Unfortunately, Bumblestripe also yells at Dovewing for not dating Bumblestripe. At the gathering, all the clans announce that they've smelled weirdos wandering around. They're not weirdos, actually. I bet they're really cool, says Blossomfall. Tigerheart whispers in Dovewing's ear. Bumblestripe sees, so Dovewing tells him he was just checking for weird ear smells. Oh, I guess that's what gatherings are all about, says Bumblestripe. In the Dark Forest, the dead people gather their 4 strongest soldiers. Somehow these are Ivypool, Breezepelt, Applefur, and Beetle Whisker. Then they tell them that they need to kill their friends and stop taking care of babies and old people. What? We were doing something bad this whole time? Asks Beetle Whisker, getting instantly killed by Broken Star. Wow, haha, I love being evil, I love killing, says the other 3. Mothwing shows Jayfeather a burning cattail. This thing has been on fire for 3 days. Put it out with your wizard magic, Jayfeather. It's Flametail, says Jayfeather. No, it's a plant. Jayfeather runs away. Mothwing has no idea what to do about this fire. Boo, says Jayfeather. Spotted Leaf is terrified. He asks her where Flametail is. She tells him she's not allowed in ShadowClan StarClan now that they've erected giant magical barriers to keep each other out. Jayfeather gets Cedarheart to let him through the ShadowClan force field and immediately starts drowning in mud. "Oh no, I'm drowning! Save me, Flametail," says Jayfeather. "I'll save you," says Spotted Leaf. "No, I said save me, Flametail." "Jayfeather, you let me die during recreational sports. Do you have any idea how silly that was?" Jayfeather gargles in mud. "Hey, Flametail," says Spotted Leaf. "Maybe you should stop, drop this forever, destroy all the StarClan force fields, restore the Medicine Cat's connection with StarClan, and do whatever Jayfeather tells you to do instead." "Oh, alright," says Flametail. They run around and pick up every Medicine Cat in their dreams, so Flametail can tell them that Jayfeather doesn't kill people. "Ivypool does, though," adds Flametail. Lionblaze and Jayfeather ask Ivypool what's going on in the Dark Forest. We've been wandering around, and they kill us when we say no to murder or 13-hour risk game nights," says Ivypool. Dovewing uses her powers to confirm that if you die in the Dark Forest, you die in real life. Also, your corpse vanishes now, and that's new. They go to tell Firestar, and then Brambleclaw learns about all of this for the first time. "This is about me now," says Brambleclaw. Leafpool and Squirrelflight teleport in to gossip. "You should tell your parents about the superpowers," says Firestar. "I hate all of these people," responds Lionblaze, but he tells them anyways. "Squirrelflight did this," says Brambleclaw. "Not this time," says Lionblaze. "Wish I could have helped you," says Leafpool. "I love you and never want you to be sad." "Leafpool, you are the worst person to walk this earth," says Lionblaze. "Never breathe near me again." "Leafpool did nothing wrong," says Squirrelflight. "Squirrelflight did this," says Brambleclaw. "I'm sorry," says Squirrelflight. "Loving children that aren't biologically mine is the worst thing that ever happened to me," says Brambleclaw. This makes his children sad. "I didn't mean to say that in front of you. Sorry, kids. You guys are great. Your mother is just irredeemable trash, for reasons." "Leafpool did this," says Leafpool. Jayfeather sends the Medicine Cats on a dead people scavenger hunt. 10 points for first art characters, 5 for prequels, and 1 each for field guide cameos. "I don't think these rules were fair, actually," says every cat not from ThunderClan. Then he tells all the dead people that the Dark Forest is coming and they need to be prepared. "You don't have the 4th cat, though," says all the dead people. "We don't know who that is," says Jayfeather. "There's no way for us to figure it out." "It's Firestar," says Bluestar. "Firestar? Remember the reed that was on fire? It was about Firestar. We sent it to Mothwing for no reason, it was a reed for no reason, and the rest around it was wet for no reason. It was just the fire part that mattered." "Bluestar, we ruled out a bunch of other people that didn't have superpowers. You're telling me that it's normal Firestar that we need. This whole time it's been the leader of the clan who we've been in communication with, who knows about all of this already, and who's been doing a bunch for this whole prophecy thing." "Yes." "Okay, I'll go get him. Whatever." Jayfeather tells Firestar that he's the 4th cat. Firestar is excited to hang out with the young people. He shows all the dead people, including Mosskit, all of the cats killing each other in hell. "Wow, why didn't we do anything about this sooner?" asks Ragged Star. "We could have done something about this before it got this far, like, if we knew?" No, says Jayfeather. "Yeah, that wouldn't work because of time zones," adds Firestar. Poppyfrost makes a bunch of noise to let everyone know that Brightheart had a dozen new kittens. "That's horrible," says everyone. "Cat Hell is going to attack us tomorrow." Brightheart can't get a break. They get all the leaders together and tell them that the Dark Forest is coming to get them. 3 ThunderClan cats have magic superpowers, and they kept this a secret for 6 months. "Oh, so you've been spying on us," says Misty Star. "Mostly only WindClan and ShadowClan usually," says Dovewing. "You just don't do anything." "Sounds fake," says Blackstar. "Hey, Dovewing, can't you just, listen to the Dark Forest then?" asks Willowshine. "You mean the parallel dimension afterlife? You want me to listen to that with my mortal ears?" "Yeah." "Well, I don't see why not. I can probably see and smell them too," says Dovewing, just immediately tapping into the ghost zone. Dovewing acts out what she's seeing in the Dark Forest to prove that she can do it, while Jayfeather goes, she's telling the truth. I'm reading her mind right now. It's all true." Everyone finds this incredibly convincing. The leaders try to get Dovewing to give them lists of bad and naughty cats to put in jail for training in hell. "No thank you," says Dovewing. "That's okay. We're going to single out all the weird people in our groups and antagonize them anyways. Bye. Thanks for all the help, guys." Tigerheart was here the whole time. "Whoa, you have superpowers?" "I told you about them." "Yeah, but I didn't believe you." He gives Dovewing a little kiss. "I need to go to war," says Dovewing. "No more kissing ever." Tigerheart doesn't understand this concept. "What about later?" "No." "You don't love me? You will throw me away? Like trash? I am trash to you?" Not in those exact words, I think," says Dovewing, getting out of there. Firestar announces to everyone that Ivypool is a spy and she's been betraying the Dark Forest the whole time. Lionblaze runs up to Cinderheart. "Let's get married," he yells. "Right now! I don't care if you're in love with my grandpa." "Okay," says Cinderheart. Immediately, the evil ghost of Cinderpelt screeches and flies into the night, cast out by having to be married to Lionblaze. Well, there she goes. Why was she even in there if that's what happens to her? Like, our whole thing, the last few books, were just leading up to that? Don't ask me. I'm pretty sure I got rid of Lion's Roar by eating an old squirrel. Jayfeather tells Leafpool that she needs to start being a medicine cat again. God told me no, says Leafpool, because I had babies. Didn't God tell you to have and give away those babies in the first place? Oh, yeah. Leafpool did nothing wrong, says Jayfeather. Leafpool did nothing wrong, says Leafpool. Dovewing uses her magic ears to find out that Blossomfall, Mousewhisker, and Birchfall are already preparing to attack the clans together with the Dark Forest. Ivypool goes in to save them. Dovewing listens as all the ghosts stomp around and yell about how they're going to kill all the living tonight. Ivypool's dad manages to not tell on Ivypool, his one moment of not sucking. Icewing makes sure that everyone's standing up straight and pretending to be evil. What was that? Asks Mapleshade. I love the taste of blood, yells Icewing. I love the taste of blood.
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 Dovewing decides to wake up Ivypool. It's not worth it. I just watched a whole bunch of it. The show was not very good. They let everyone know that the battle is starting right now. Hey, Squirrelflight, I changed my mind. Let's make up, actually, says Brambleclaw. Yippee, says Squirrelflight. Are we back together or what? Ambiguous. All the cats begin running around and fighting each other a whole bunch. Cloudtail thinks this whole fighting dead cats thing is silly, and as if summoned, Darkstripe appears to make fun of him for being an atheist. They're about to kill him and Dovewing, but then they run away because they distantly heard someone announce it was kitten murdering time. Dovewing decides that if she sucks so much that she's going to get beat up by Darkstripe, that her new fighting strategy is going to be channeling Cat who doesn't want to get into the bath instead. Halfway across the map, Blackstar is losing a life, ShadowClan is losing completely, and Lionblaze finally gets to fight like 10 guys at once. Apparently, Lionblaze cannot successfully fight 10 guys at once, so he's joined by the ghosts of Jayfeather's flashback buddies. Who are these people? Yells Rowanclaw. Midnight shows up too. Why is there a badger now? Yells Rowanclaw. Red Willow says hi in an evil way, so Blackstar kills him. Lionblaze realizes that if he's not deliberately trying to commit a murder, he always loses. Kill, whispers Midnight in his ear. Lionblaze kicks him once and Shredtail explodes. Ivypool has snuck away to try and find her evil clanmates in the fight. She runs into Tigerheart, who is standing around in the woods blankly. Hi, says Tigerheart. Where are you going? Nowhere. Where are you going? I'm just going to wait here like a good boy until Hawkfrost tells me who to murder. Ivypool decides to reveal that she's good, actually, and not evil. You, just like Dovewing. Gross, says Tigerheart. I thought you liked Dovewing. Nah, she broke up with me, so I'm doubling down on the being evil thing. Hawkfrost appears and Ivypool gets out of there. Ivypool finds the other Dark Forest trainees, but Applefur, Breezepelt, and Thistleclaw make them attack WindClan camp. She convinces Applefur to change sides by looking a bit stern and then rolls down the hill right into Breezepelt. Hey, guess who's back, says Tigerheart, punching Thistleclaw. I was also a spy, by the way, a really cool spy who was not evil at any point. Make sure you tell Dovewing that last part especially. 2 seconds later, Tigerheart is somewhere else fighting a dozen nameless implications of cats, and Ivypool is back being all alone fighting Thistleclaw, Snowtuft, and Hawkfrost at once. Hawkfrost is about to kill her when Hollyleaf pops up and fights them all away. Wow, thank you, Hollyleaf. This is my first time really talking with you. Really glad you saved me, says Ivypool. Hollyleaf falls over. Then Tigerheart reappears and they drag Hollyleaf back to ThunderClan camp. I actually love you, Mom, says Hollyleaf, instantly dying. Jayfeather puts his paw on her pulse. Yup, she died of embarrassment. Sorry, Leafpool. More cats show up to attack ThunderClan camp, but Lionblaze and all the weird old people come to fight them off. Thistleclaw picks up Dovewing and throws her. Her fall is broken by Fallen Leaves, who decided to leave his little hole. Real sad about this, you guys, says Fallen Leaves. Jayfeather senses the cave ghosts and does a little dance until Half Moon notices him. Ha ha, dead sister, says Breezepelt, pointing at Hollyleaf. That's your sister too, says Lionblaze. Breezepelt is about to attack him in rage, but Crowfeather knocks him over. Bad, says Crowfeather. Why don't you love me, Dad? Says Breezepelt. It's your mother's fault that you think that, says Crowfeather. Crowfeather, you haven't spoken to me in 8 months. This is all because I didn't kill you when I had a chance. That is not better, mumbles Lionblaze. Leafpool implies that Breezepelt wouldn't have been born if they hadn't broken up. Crowfeather leaves. Everyone stands around awkwardly for a moment. Incredibly late, a whole bunch of StarClan cats show up on Earth. Hi, Mousefur, says Longtail. Mousefur is instantly killed by some guy. Bumblestripe stops some other guy from attacking Dovewing and they do a bunch of timed hits together. Suddenly, Mapleshade. Die, Sandstorm, specifically, says Mapleshade. Sorry, do we know each other? Asks Sandstorm. No, but I hate women, says Mapleshade, and every other more relevant she-cat character I could attack in this scene had too miserable a love life for this monologue about hating and being jealous of other women to make any sense. Okay, carry on. Just then, Spotted Leaf appears. Girls shouldn't fight, says Spotted Leaf, putting Sandstorm and Mapleshade's paws together. Girls should be friends. Mapleshade uses her ear cannons to fire her strongest snake at Spotted Leaf. No, Spotted Leaf, yells Firestar. Spotted Leaf, you were my girlfriend. You can't die. No, I wasn't. Seriously, coughs Spotted Leaf, turning into nothing. No, yells Firestar. When you gotta die, comments Yellowfang. Then Broken Star kills Ferncloud because Aaron Hunter wants you to feel bad for making fun of nursery queens. Yellowfang vaporizes him. Thistleclaw decides maybe it's time to leave now, and all the bad and evil ghosts run back to hell. The kits that Brightheart had a few days ago learn about death while speaking in full sentences. Brambleclaw herds Hawkfrost's ghost back into camp. I found Hawkfrost, says Brambleclaw. Can I leave? Asks Hawkfrost. Nobody responds. This is kind of weird, whispers Dovewing. What? What's weird? We're just cornering Hawkfrost and murdering him, says Firestar. Ivypool attacks Hawkfrost and bounces off. So Brambleclaw walks over and kills him instantly. Everybody claps, but the one clapping the loudest, that's Tigerstar. Hey, Firestar, I will fight you, but not until you've seen every single one of your clanmates die, says Tigerstar. All I need to do is kill you, and then I will pick off every other cat one by one as a ghost. That doesn't make any sense. Wait, you just said one thing, and then you said the opposite of that. Quiet, Firestar, I'm a master of plans and strategy. Then Firestar and Tigerstar roll around on the floor a whole bunch, biting each other until Tigerstar's opacity is at 0%. Immediately afterwards, an anvil falls on Firestar, killing him instantly. In response to this, Dovewing settles for Bumblestripe. Everyone gathers around Firestar's corpse to watch his cool orange ghost do tricks and loop-de-loops. Then the ghosts of all the women who died show up too, and they have a super cool dance party with Firestar. Brambleclaw makes Squirrelflight his deputy. Squirrelflight did nothing wrong, he whispers. And Leafpool, adds Leafpool. And Leafpool, says Squirrelflight. The end! Shouts Jayfeather, but he's too late. The camera has already panned to Rockin' Midnight sharing a kiss just as Santa's sleigh goes by.